Towson Tigers picked up 2 wins this week over Florida and Oregon. We'll talk about it today on the Tiger Lacrosse Report. Hey Tiger fans, Ben Rosenbaum here for today's edition of the Tiger Lacrosse Report. Towson picked up 2 wins, first over number 6 Florida and then over unranked the Oregon Ducks here inside Johnny Unitas Stadium. Joined now by head coach Sonia LaMonica. And coach, first, a huge win over Florida, 14-11. Kaitlyn Thornton a career-high 11 saves. She was outstanding in that game.
Yes, she definitely was, and that's what she does. She steps up, particularly in a segment there where Florida was really coming hard at us, really trying to claw their way back into the game. They've got some, outstanding athletes and players and shooters, and Kylie was really tested, and our defense was really tested, and they really stepped up. Kylie's got a great defense in front of her. That obviously helps, but she was in the zone for sure. There's no question, and just had an outstanding game.
Florida started out fast, picking up 3 goals right out of the gate, and going against the number 6 team, many people probably thought, all right, that might be it. And then you score the next 4 goals, take a 4-3 lead, and you trade punches there for a while and ultimately take the lead. And just talk about the fight that your team didn't get down on themselves early and were able to fight back against the number 6 team in the country.
Yeah, I think, a lot of times you step on the field, the initial minutes of a game, you're sort of, you're feeling out your opponent. We're trying to sort of navigate into our game plan, and, we weren't executing what we had practiced and talked about initially offensively. We were it's a little too stagnant, and we weren't being aggressive enough. And there came a point, we kept reminding the players we got to drive hard, we've got to go harder, we've got to compete. And, we started to see, really it opened up once Nat found Gabby on a restart from behind the cage. And then from that point on, it broke it open. That was the icebreaker, and we started getting our rhythm and to start operating at a level and a pace that we really needed to, because Florida plays very high tempo. We came to the game wanting to kind of go toe-to-toe with them. And we started to do that, and that's when, we started to find our rhythm and started, playing our game that we intended to play. And, they just stepped up and they battled hard. They really did. It was just such a great team game.
Kaitlyn Thornton, the freshman, was also outstanding. 4 goals for her, and we've talked about her. You said it yesterday in pregame before the Oregon game. We expected this from her. So my question is, where do you keep finding these kids? It seems like every year you have 1 or 2 freshmen that just come in, and they come in seamlessly. You think about Thornton this year, last year Olivia Connie and Sammy Chenoweth. Year before that was Natalie Samonte, Carly Telekamp, and then Maltabano, Gillingham. They all come in. Every year you find these freshmen that are able to just step in right away and contribute huge amounts to the game.
Yeah, it's been really fun. It's been really exciting, just, the recruiting process for us, and in being able to land, these great players. They're not necessarily, have not necessarily been, blue chip players, but we see something in these players that, we feel is going to translate. And that's been the case, for players like Olivia and Kaitlyn. They've just come in. I think, we push our freshmen to step up and, give them lots of opportunity in the fall. And Kaitlyn was just another player that came in and, wasn't intimidated. And, that's a hard thing as a freshman when everything is new. And but she's just got a personality and a drive, and she wants to compete, and she wants to do well, and that's showing. So that helps, is that mindset and that competitive drive, and to not hold back and not wait. I always talk about, don't wait till you're a junior or senior. Let's get going now.
And then quickly, win over Oregon yesterday. One sore spot was draw controls. What has to be the focus to move forward and get better at draw controls moving forward?
Yeah, I noticed, in the game a little bit as coaches, but also watching the film, we got to go a little harder in the draws. I think we were sort of just a step behind Oregon. They were really going hard, and we needed to match that, and we've got to do a better job there. So that'll be a focus, as well as, just making sure that we're boxing out, that we are not overloaded and being boxed out, which was occurring a little bit. So, yeah, some small, little subtle differences that can make all the difference in the world.
All right, that'll do it for us today on the Tiger Lacrosse Report. And before we go, it's worth mentioning Emily Gillingham, with her 4 goals against Oregon, moved into sole possession of 9th place on the all-time goals list here at Towson. Join us next time when we preview the Tigers game against the Yale Bulldogs. For head coach Sonia LaMonica, I'm Ben Rosenbaum. Thanks for joining us, and as always, go Tigers.